This is a follow-up video to the introduction to Shadowlands to Wrath of the Lich King project, and in this video I will shortly explain to you how exactly should you use the project. I mean, if you are buying this, I'm quite sure that you are most likely already skilled enough to figure out how exactly it should be used, but I just wanted to make it clear so everyone knows how to do it. So right at the start, when you buy the project, you will be redirected to Mega Upload, from where you can download all the files. Keep in mind that the files will be updated on the repo quite often, so that means you should keep the link for yourself, and when there are new updates, download a new one. You can always follow us in the main link to the project, which is right here, and here all you need to do is watch the changelog. Once there is an update, you should go to the link and download new files. So when we have it downloaded, we will end up with these files. Here is only a readme file that basically explains what I'm going to do right now, but we can read it anyway. Okay, so there is a patch S. Should you copy to data folder of your WoW client? Let's pick it up from here and slap it to data folder of a WoW client. It will take a few seconds, since it's 4 gigabytes big, and it will only get bigger since we have updates that will make it 20 gigabytes in future. Yeah, 10 out of 10, my upload will gonna cry. Now we have step 2, which has two different methods. First method is using item template SQL, which basically inserts everything into your item template that you need, with the names of the items, quality, type, inventory, and so on. For now, I don't really like this method because it's quite difficult to use if you would be updating the project, and if you already inserted the items into your database, then this method won't work most likely. Which means the second method, with using VDBX and the item SQL that we provide, is much more lovely to use. But let's talk about both of the ways. First is method A, that I don't recommend, but if you want to, you can. There is an item SQL that you can literally just import into your item template database, and it will work. Yeah, that's like all. You have finished just step 2. The problem is that if you are going to be updating your database, the item template SQL insertion is not a good way. So let's delete it. Let's delete it and let's not talk about it. There is a method B. Method B involves the item SQL. If you would look into the item SQL, you can see that it's updating the columns in the item template. But in SQL, if you are updating something, it means that it already needs to exist. And in our state right now, it does not exist at all. So it does involve you going to this folder with the item files client, opening the item DBC, and load the free 5 file structure. By the way, you need to use the VDBX editor that you can find on my cloud repo that I have uploaded. It's under DBCs. There it is, VDBX editor. From now on, you can just download it, grab everything. You have here the definitions for the Wrath of the Lich King, so you can use it. Anyway, let us continue from where we left it off. We are right now here in this item DBC file, and we have up to 184,000 IDs. From now on we can do tools, bottle item import, and this basically connects to your database and lets you import all the IDs and the values from here into your item template. So my server is local, so there is my IP port is pretty much standard for Lich King and generally WoW private servers. There is your username, there is your password. If you inputted everything correctly, it should be able to connect. By database, you need to select where you have your item template. For me, it's in Trinity World. Table is item template, there it is. And my template is actually Trinity Core that I'm using. As you can see, the moment I selected Trinity Core, it showed the columns names, and it matched them with the DBC file that I have right now, right here. So class, ID class, subclass, sound, material, display ID, inventory type, blah blah blah. That all fits in. I mean, if it does not fit, you need to fix it manually, but it should be pretty straightforward. Anyway, you can press load, and from now on it's going to lag for a second, and the moment it's done, yeah, now it's finished. It imported everything from the VDBX to your database. Now we can close the DBCs and let's check out the database. I'm using Navicat Premium. Sorry if you are using anything else, I can't really help you with importing. You will need to find your way, but I will be showcasing it only for the Navicat. Here is my Trinity World, here are my tables, the item template is right here, and here you can see, here we have all the IDs. In your state, right now, when you import it only from the item DBC, you will not have the names correct. And that's the exact moment when we are going to use the item SQL that will basically update the IDs we have just now imported, and it will set every single stuff correctly, like the names, quality, and so on. And also it will add spells once the 3 belts are done. So for the Navigator, it's as simple as just drag over, you press start, and it starts executing the SQL file, updating all the IDs, updating all the rows. It takes usually just like 10 seconds. Executed successfully, that's good. I can close the Navigat. Database is set and ready. Last step is copying the item DBC and item display info to the server. So my server, my test realm is actually somewhere here. There is the 3.5, the server files, there is the DBC folder. Here are the DBCs of the server. It's as easy as just picking up this one and slapping it in there. Since I have already did it, I'm not going to copy these two, but you should input. You should just slap it in there. And the moment you do this, you are pretty much good to go. As for the patch, all the files, all the DBCs are already in the patch. You will not have the spell DBCs there yet, but we are going to add them as soon as possible. Anyway, when you do that, make sure to restart your server. This will take a few seconds, and once it's loaded, you should be all good and able to hop into the world and start editing the items from the Shadowlands. Let me close this one. Let's jump to the Wowhead in the meantime. Wowhead sets Warlock, for example. All transmog sets for the Warlocks. Hope I'll find something interesting. Yep, accept. Okay, these sets are pretty nice, but they are not shown in a way I would like to, so let's hop into the second link. Yeah, this is what I wanted. So let's find some good set, I guess. Something that is definitely higher than Wrath of the Lich King. My server started, so from now on I can add the items. But I would like to find some nice set that I can show you. Isn't this one actually still from like Relentless from the Wrath of the Lich King? The Tyrannical is a pretty good one, and I'm for sure. I think it's from the Mist of Pandaria. Anyway, let's hop into the game. There we have the set. Yeah, requires level 90, that's like Mist of Pandaria. You can hide the server console. Not needed. Let's hop into the game. And the chest is right here. The item ID 94375. There it is. There it is. And there is the chest. What if we'd like to have shoulders as well? They are here. Copy the ID. And they are the shoulders as well. Did I said chest previously? Anyway, here are the shoulders. If I would like to search for the items in the game as well, I can. Look up item. Tyrannical Gladiators. Felway. And here we have. Here is the head item. But I have head item hidden right now, so it's not going to be visible. So let's show helms. And there we go. There you have basically how to use it and how to add items in the game. It's pretty straightforward and easy to use. I hope you will enjoy, and if you have any problems with getting this to work, you can always contact us. See you soon.